Hi everyone, welcome to my video. Today I will walk you through an exciting MySQL project where we analyze the sales of a car company. The aim of this project is to demonstrate how MySQL can be used in an organization to gain a valuable insights from their business data. This is especially useful for people who are interested in data analysis and business intelligence people. In this project, we'll cover key aspects of the company, such as database and managing the car inventory and tracking the customer details and analyzing the sales performance of my company. This project will show how a business can make a decision data driven by leveraging the SQL queries to extract a meaningful insights. By the end of this video, you will understand how a database schema is designed and to write real-time SQL queries to generate an insightful information which will help business to make a decision. So let's get started. So this is my data schema. Let's say I work in a car manufacturing company. So my data is being stored in different tables such as customer, order table and staff table and store and so on. So my data can be divided into two segments. One is sales related table and production related table. So whenever I make a sale, the data will be stored like this. The customer information will be stored in customer table, like name of the customer and the phone number and the city they are from. So order table consisting of order related information such as order ID and customer ID and order date and store ID, that the store which the customer purchased the order, and the staff ID, that employee who made the sale to the customer. Similarly, staff table nothing but employee table which consisting of employee name, employee phone number and their manager related information. Store table consisting of the store name and the city in which the store is located. So order table is all about the sales, like product that I sold, the quantity that I made the sale, the price at which I sold, and the discount that is given to the customer. Category table is nothing but the categories that I sold, like what type of the car that I sold, and product table consisting the information related to the product name and the brand of the product and the category and the model year the product we have and the price at which we purchased. Stock table is nothing but inventory table, like how much quantity of how much products are in which store. And brand is nothing but that brands that we are dealing in. So this is all about my database schema. So for this video purpose, I am using MySQL Workbench so that whatever the tables that we are having, there are total 9 tables that we are having, and I want to understand the business, like where we are standing, like which how much profit that we are generating and who is the top performer and which product is giving more revenue and who is the top seller in the employees and so forth. For this video, I made a list of business questions so that we can understand the business. So production level analysis, I have the following questions. So the first question is to calculate total sales per product. So write a query to calculate total sales for each product. For this, I have to consider quantity, list price, and discount. So before going to SQL, I want to show you guys in Excel also, so that you will have a better understanding. So whatever tables that I have in my SQL, the same tables I copied into my Excel into different tabs. So for first question, to calculate total sales per product, we can use order item tables where we have product, quantity, list price and discount. So if I to calculate net sales in Excel, you will be calculating like this: quantity into price minus discount rate. So this is how you will be calculating our net sales, correct? So I have to calculate same thing in my SQL. So let me show you how we can do this in SQL also. So this is the order table that I am having. So let me see what are the columns that I am having in my order item. So if you see Excel, so we have same amount of information in my SQL also. So now I have to calculate net sales in my SQL. So same thing, quantity into list price into 1 minus discount. Okay, as net sales. So we got same output right for each line. So this is very easy question. So let's move on to next question. What are the top five selling products by revenue? So let's say I want to see which product made more revenue. So in Excel, we can do it by using pivot tables. So product ID and the net sales. And to know the top five, so these are my top five selling products, right? So the product ID 7 made highest sales of 55558 and followed by product ID 9 made 3.8 lakh, 3 lakh 89,000 and fourth one 3 lakh 69,000. So I want to calculate same thing in my MySQL. So let me copy the question first. So I can use the same column. So I have to group. I want only product ID, but I want to sum the sales. Okay. So whenever you're using any aggregate function in MySQL, we have to use group by function. Okay. So now I got the sales for each product, but they are not organized. But I want only top five selling products, right? So then I will order by net sales in descending. So now I got products. Okay. So 7, 9, 4, 11 are the products that I have and the sales. Okay. However, if you see, I have the list of all products, but I want only top five. So I can limit it. I want only top five rows. So, okay, now I have only top five product sales. Okay, now next question is I want to analyze the sales trend by month and year. So if you want it in Excel, let's say I have sales here, but I don't have any date related columns in this table. But for date related columns, you can see you have order date in order table. So I have to combine, I have to join these two tables to get the order date. So in normal Excel, you can do it simply by doing XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP, order date, order ID, comma, order date. So let me change it to date format. So these are my dates. So simply I'll insert one more pivot table. So these are my order dates and these are my sales. Okay, let me remove quarter. So this is my sales. Okay, for each month. I want to calculate same thing in MySQL. How can I calculate? Same thing. I have to combine my order items with my order date, order table. Select everything from order items as OI. So I'm using as like alias so that next time I don't need to write full name. So join. Oh shit. orders as O on what is a common column between these two? Order ID, right? Column order ID equal to O dot order ID. Okay. If I run these two, now the both tables are combined. If you see order, list price, and discount. Out of this, I need only product, quantity, list price, discount, and order date. How can I calculate? So to get the month, I'm going to use window function called month, and I'm going to extract from order date as month. And I'm going to use year function year to extract year. Mm, Quantity into y dot list price into 1 minus I dot discount as net sales. Okay, and since I'm choosing some aggregator, I'm gonna group by. Okay, so if you see my Jan sales is 21514, so it is matching 21514, and Feb 15622, so we are got perfectly in this. So you can, so the main reason in Excel it seems very easy, but in real world scenarios, the data is very huge that Excel cannot handle such a huge volume of data. And this is why we are using SQL. So let's move on to next question. What percentage of sales is generated by each brand? So I want to calculate the total sales against each brand. So if we see it in Excel, sales are in order item and brand is in brand table. I want to combine these two, but there is no common column between them to do VLOOKUP also. So how can we do this? So from order items, we will combine with order so that you will get, sorry, from product you will get brand ID. From brand ID you can get the order name. So I'll explain it in the sequel to have better understanding. So from order items, I will join with product because product we have product, and from brand I'm gonna combine join with the brand to get the brand name. To explain this more clearly, let me show it in 1 minute. Okay, so from order table I'm gonna get sales. From here I cannot directly get the brand name. Okay, so to get the brand name I have to get product. From here I'll get the brand ID, and from brand ID I'm gonna get the name. So I have to join order item table, product table, and the brand table. So let's do it. Select everything from order items as OI, and I will join it product as P on order item product ID equal to P dot product ID, and I'm gonna join brand as B on P dot brand ID equal to B dot brand ID. If I run this, see, now I joined all these tables, but I want total sales generated by each brand. So quantity, price, discount I need, and the brand name I need. So let's do it. Let me format it. Okay. So from brand table, I'm gonna take brand name, and from order items, I'm gonna take quantity, multiply by list price multiply by 1 minus discount as net sales. Okay, if I run this, I got an error. There is no group by clause. Yes, whenever you use sum or any aggregate function, we have to use group by brand name. Okay, so this is the sales that I've had for each brand. So I'll show you the same thing in Excel. So if I go to products, I can get sales, sum if range. So if you go here, this is my range, and this is, oh, sorry, sum if. So this is my criteria range, comma, this is my criteria, comma, and I want sum range. This is my sum. Okay. From here, I can get the brand name also. Okay. So this is my sales. This is my brand name. X lookup my brand ID and correspondent name. If I get a VLOOKUP for this, so this is my brand, this is my sales. So, so for Electra it is 120 millions. So same we got it. For Trek we had 460. Okay. So this is how you will calculate total sales across each brand. So move on to next question. So now I want to analyze my data and store level, like what is the stores I have and what is the revenue that is generated by each store, like each department I can say, or like each branch. So write a query to calculate total revenue generated by each store. If you see here, let me clear all these lines. I want to calculate sales from order items, okay, but store name. I want store name and the revenue generated by each store, but there's no direct relationship between these two. So I have to go with the order table. From order table, I can link to store table. Let's do it in SQL. Let me copy the question. So select everything from order item size OI and join. Okay, as so. And if you see here, order, I'm going to combine these two tables first. So the common column is order ID. Okay. So I dot equal to O dot order ID. And then again, I'm gonna combine store. Okay. Order ID to store and common column is store ID. So store as on O dot s dot store ID. So if I run these three, see now I was able to combine all these three tables. What are the three tables? Okay, order items, order table, and store table. Now I want the question is to calculate total revenue by each store. So I want to calculate sales from these three columns: quantity, price, and discount, and the name of the store. This is the store name. So how can I get it? From S store, I can get the store name, and I'll sum the quantity multiply by list price multiply by discount as net sales. Okay, I missed one more bracket. So whenever you use aggregate, we need to use group by store name. Okay, so from here it's clearly visible that these are the stores I'm having. Let me show you in Excel. So I have three different stores. Okay, and the sales in each store is like following. Okay, now my next question is which store has highest sales revenue? So you can simply use the same thing, order by net sales that we calculated in descending order. So the store with name Baldwin Bikes had the highest sales, followed by Santa, and the least sales are in Rotley. Okay. My next question, identify stores with the declining sale trend. So here you can see Rotley has very less sales, so this is very easy. In the next question, what is the inventory value of product across all the stores? So the, understand the question, okay? Inventory value of all the stores. So I want to know the value of the stock that is there in the each store. So in the stock table, I have only quantity, but I don't have the price. To get the price, I can simply go and fetch it from product table. Okay. And there's a common column called product ID and product ID. So let me do it. Let me write the query. Select everything from stocks as S and join product as P on S dot product ID equal to P dot product. Okay, when I run this, now these both tables are joined together. So from here, I want only quantity and the price against each product. So how can I do it? S dot product ID comma sum S dot quantity multiply by P dot list price as well. So whenever you're using aggregator sum, you have to use group by S dot product ID. So this is the value of my stock available in for the each product. So let's move to next analysis, that is employee level analysis. So I want to I want to check who is a top performing staff member based on the sales revenue. It's like I want to know the who is selling more in my business. So first thing, so I'll show you in the graph first. So I will get the sales information from order items and I want the name of the name person that sold. So for this, I have to join with orders and stuff and the order items because I don't have a staff ID in my order item table, but I have staff ID here in order table and order ID related to the order. So let's do this. So I'm combining order items, order table, and staff ID. Select everything from order items that OI and join orders so on order ID equal to O dot order ID join staff as is on O dot staff ID equal to staff table staff ID. If I run this, see, now I was able to combine my order items, order table, and staff ID. Out of this, I want only the sales related columns like quantity, price, discount, and the name of the staff. Okay, how can I do that? S dot first name and some. I'm gonna use this thing so that to save some time. Okay, so group by S dot first name. So this is a sales made by the each employee. If you look at my Excel, so this is my staff related information and this is a sales. So I combined my staff table, my order table and my order items table. So these three tables I have combined to get this information. So I want to see a top performer. So I will order by my net sales. If I do that, so this is in decrease increasing order. I want to see it in decreasing order. So Merlency was the one who is made top sales, followed by Venita. So this is a guy who made good amount of sales, followed by Venita. So these two people are doing really good, and I want to see who is their manager. Okay, employee hierarchy. Query to list the staff members along with their managers. Now I want to look who is the managers for these people. So to solve this question, I'm gonna use self join method. Self join is nothing but joining the same table to itself. Select everything from staff SAC. So this is my staff table. So I'll explain the table first so that you will have better understanding. Let's say the staff ID, staff name, and the manager ID. Okay. If you see example of these two people, the manager ID is 2, okay, which is nothing but staff ID, which is Myra. So for these two people, the manager is Myra, okay. So following for Myra, the manager ID is 1, which is nothing but Fibolana, okay. Now I want to get the name of employee followed by the manager name. So to do that, I am gonna use cell join method on manager equal to staff ID. Okay, so from employee, I'm gonna get my first name as the employee, and from manager, I'm gonna get first name as manager. If I run this, so this is how I'll get it. So to explain it in Excel, I'll show you equal to XLOOKUP my manager ID in my staff ID, and I want the correspondent name. So if you see for these two people, Myra was a manager. So same thing we got it. For these two people, we have Myra. Okay, check up. So let's move on to our next question. Which product category generate most revenue? Top three sellers of each brand. So this is very complex Now, as we move on to following questions, this will become very complex. Let me solve it for you guys. Which product has most revenue? One second. So, in this question, we need to calculate the sales made by each product and their brand name. Okay. And we have to calculate top three brands, sellers of each brand. So, let's start with this. So, first thing, I'll calculate sales. So, I'm going to use this same method. Okay. Something is off here. Okay. Then I'm gonna see, I'll explain you in this table. So I'll get sales from this order items. Okay. And from product, I'll get the product name and the brand name. So I have to use order item, product table, and brand table. I have to combine these three tables. So order items, I'll combine on product with product table. So let me do it. Product as P on OI dot product ID equal to P dot product ID. Okay. From here, I'm gonna combine with brand ID to the brand. Okay. So join brand as P on P dot brand equal to B dot brand. So let me structure it for your reference. So group by, so what I need, product OI dot product ID. Let me show you first. I will directly get product name, that is better. So P dot product name. Before that, I'll get B dot brand name. And let me show you how it looks like. So this is a brand and this is a product name and this is a sales that has been done by each product. Okay. Now I want to know the top three sellers of each brand. Like let's say for, if you see Trek company, this product is sold this much, and for the same brand, this product is sold for this much. So clearly, this product sold more compared to this product on brand level. So now what I'll be doing, I'll be using CTE as, okay. Now I'll group them, or else, okay. Select brand name and product name. I want to sum net sales over partition by brand name, order by net sales as sales from city. If I run this, if you see, so for each brand I made, I have summed. Okay, now I want only top three of Erica and top three of other brands. Okay, I don't want everyone. I want only top three. So to do that, so let's me make one more CTE. So here I'm gonna assign rank, select everything, and so we'll be using dense rank. Okay, I did something wrong here. Select everything from dense rank over sales order sales, but I want to make a partition by brand name as rank. If I run, I got error, no table used. Okay, from T1. Okay, now you see, okay, the ranks are ordered in ascending order. I want to give it in descending order. So for Erica, this is a top selling product, followed by this. And if you go come down, and for Harrow, so rank 1 is given to this product. So likewise, but I want only top 3 where rank is less than or equal to 3. I don't think so it will come, but we can give a try. So it will not come like this. Okay, it's fine. We'll make one more rank. Now select everything from rank where rank is less than or equal to 3. So for Erica, these are the top 3 selling brands, followed by Harrow and Heller likewise. Okay, so this is how you can do this. So it looks very complicated, but trust me, once you understand the logic, it's very easy. So the next question, most popular in different regions. So I want to see brand versus, I'll explain in the diagram. So I want sales, I want brand, and I want store name. Okay, but there is no direct relationship between these three tables. Let's see how you can do it. Okay, so first let me do it. Copy this. So these are the kind of questions that you may expect in interview also. So I'll copy directly this thing so that so okay. So I'm gonna join orders table as so on y dot order ID equal to o dot order ID. Okay. Again, I'm gonna join. So from order ID, I need store name. Okay, store as st on o dot store ID equal to st dot store ID. So what I did here, so joined store ID with the store ID. Okay, and I joined order ID with the order ID. So if I select everything here, group by, okay. So what I want store name, right? st dot store name, group by store name. If I run this is my stores, but I want brand name also. Okay. So how can I get the brand name? Again, I want to join 1 minute. So I want to join brand product ID, then followed by brand name. So from order ID, I'll join with product ID, and from product table, I'll be joining with the brand ID so that I can get the brand name. So let's do it. Or else I have one more better idea also. Store name. Okay. Product has be on OI dot product ID equal to P dot product ID. Okay. Then I'm gonna join brand as B on P dot brand ID equal to B dot brand ID. Okay. Then B dot brand name. So I'm gonna use same thing in my group by function also. So now you got, so in Santa Cruz store name, these are the brands that I have sold, and I can sort, okay, in name, I can sort this by net sales followed by store name. Okay, descending. Okay, so in Belvedere, this is a top selling product, and in Santa Cruz, this is a top selling product. So you got right the most popular in different regions. So in Belvedere, the most popular one is Trek, followed by Electrica and Surely, like this. So this is how you have to analyze. The next analysis is on customer level analysis. So customer location, write a query to count the number of customers in each city and state. So this is very simple. I want to see the number of customers in each city. Okay. For that, I'm going to use customer table. Let me copy the question. So let me see what are the columns that we are having in customer table. So these are my customer table, customer names and the city. So I want city and state, and I want to count the rows as CNT. group by city and state. If you run this in city Orca and in New York, we have 11 customers and so on and so forth. So this is how you gonna get the count of the customers. So the next question is identify the customers who purchased more than certain number of items in a month. So in other words, I want to know who is my top customers of the company. So for that, let me show you in the graph so that you will have a better understanding. I want the customer name and the sales that they made, and I want order them in the sales value. So to do that, I have to connect order ID with the order ID and customer ID with the customer ID. Okay, so let's do it. Select. So I'll try to copy this again so that we'll save some time. Okay, we don't need this. So I wanna join orders so on order ID equal to o dot order ID. And from order ID, I wanna join customer table as C on O dot customer ID equal to C dot customer ID. Okay. Now I want the name of the customer. Okay. C dot first name group by C dot first name. If I run like this, so this is my customer name and this is the sales that he made. This is the purchases that he made over the period of time. I want to sort them on top five people, like order by net sales in descending. So this Shrayan was a top buyer, followed by Genova and I want only top five buyers of my company. So I can simply limit them by five. So these are the top five buyers for my company. Okay. So if you want to calculate average order of each, you can simply change average here. So this is the average order value. Write a query to list the total number of orders placed by each customer. If you want to find the count, simply you can change this line count, can run this. So Jamal made 16 followed by Shreyan and like this. Okay. Now I want to analyze my orders also so to see what my orders are performing. So order fulfillment. Write a query to find average number of days taken to ship the order from the requirement date. So if you see my order date, I have shipping date and I have order date. And I want to see the difference between required date and shipping date average to understand how my delivery performance is happening. So let me show you that. First I want to see what columns that we have. So I want to see the difference between these two, average difference between these two dates. Okay, I want, how can we do that? So we have a function called date difference. So ship date, comma, request date, acquired date as difference. If I run this, if you see difference, ship date was 3 and required date was 4. So 3 minus 4 minus 3, it is minus 1. Okay. But if you see, my question was taken to ship order after receiving required date. So it should be other way around. Okay. My required date is 4, but I shipped on 3rd. So I delivered one day before only. Okay. So to calculate average where required date is more than ship date. If you see, only I'll get those which are having difference. Now I want to calculate average of these people. Okay. It will not work because we are using average function here. So let me, yeah. So average, if you see the difference is 1. If you want to calculate only average, so we can use city. So select average of difference from city. Okay. So average days that I'm taking to deliver my products is 1.3 days. Okay. This is how you will calculate. So my next question, move on to next question. Order by status, write a query to count the number of orders for each order status. So if you see my order table, select everything from orders. If you see my order status is in numeric format. It means if it is 4, it means completed. If it is 3, it means rejected. It is 2, it is 1. So I want to get the status in separate column. So to do that, we can simply use case statement. Case when order status is 1, then what is it? It is pending. When order status is 2, then processing. When order status is 3, then rejected. Else it is completed. And as status. If I execute this, you see I got a column with the actual text. I see most of them are, see we have one rejected here where there the order status is 3. So this is how you can use case statement to give multiple criterias to analyze. So I think that's all from my side. If, in my next video, I'm gonna show this data, how to analyze in the Power BI. So thank you guys.